Hello YouTubers, this is Logan Trimble coming back with another LEGO room tour. A lot has changed since the last tour in January. I had so many projects to do. Also busy with at-home projects that are not LEGO related, so that's why it took a while. But we shall allow you to see what has changed in the LEGOverse since you were last here. Start at this corner. Here we still have the Council of Elrond and my own little Legend of Zelda Temple of Time on display, with many figures meant to be mocks of the characters, including a golden snitch back there who's in the likeness of Navi. And over here we have more of the mystical woods. As you can see back here, we have a path that leads to it. And over here we have the Deku tree. Still unchanged since my last mock that I did. So you have hobbits, and I put Peter Pan with the short legs here as a reference to Mido. What's really happening back here? We do a fairy fountain. Here we have a little home for the hobbits, or Kokiri, whatever you want to call them. And over here's Horror Corner. All back in action again. This is the inside of the castle. We'll go to the exterior in a moment. Oh yeah, and over here we have this little gated area to the castle. Little Halloween party. It's Halloween every day here. Got trick-or-treaters. They're still here. There's our Legion of Monsters. Beetlejuice is still by Tom Riddle's grave. Okay, and here's the exterior of the castle, complete with monsters outside of it. Over here you can see across the lake that there's a mountain range with otters, a banshee, and a couple of canoers. Okay, over here we have a little farm. As you can see, Dorothy and the Scarecrow are here, and so is the Tin Man. Cowardly Lion is back in the forest. He's right there at what I call Eagle Rock. Yeah, here's the farm. Only real change is that I have more barnyard animals. Cabin by the lake. There's the mountain. We have dragons and a Pegasus. And that way leads to the mountain pass, which is just a frozen area. There's the entrance to the gate of Castletown. Inside Hagrid's hut, which is not changed. Yeah, I put most of the Harry Potter stuff away because I'm not much of a Harry Potter fan. I came to realize that, but Hagrid's hut is just so good to have. It just fits your medieval setting. So as you come to the inside the gate, you can see that I have a little marketplace going on for getting food, as well as adventure supplies and wands. Over here we even have a fortune teller. And there's my own little Happy Mask salesman. More vendors. A couple people having a meal. And over here you can see there's a little Shakespeare in the park. There's Shakespeare himself. Here's his Hamlet. A couple people watching on stage performing. Yeah, this is the blacksmith shop. Not much has changed. The Creator 3-in-1 Castle hasn't changed much either. Just got more Black Falcon Knights. Put the King and Queen from the Collectible Minifigure series back in there. Just more exterior. Not much really back in here, to be honest. But here's our little Asiatic setting. I definitely have built this up a lot more to get more pieces. So it looks like on the top. And there's a ladder back here that leads to the ground. There's people practicing martial arts and having a meal. Now, here we come to the sea. And over here we have the British Navy, redcoats. And that's the ship from Orient Expedition. Got a couple castaways and pirates over here. Okay, now we'll do a little bird's eye view of underneath the ocean. There's a lot of detail down here, too much to go into, too much to explain. But here's the epicenter of it, Atlantis. Oops. Tony Stark's Malibu mansion is beside the coast, as is his armory. You can see that he's right to work, making suits of armor that will define the future, including some that are back in here. Out here we have, it's perfect for summertime, a cookout. And here we have DC Universe, the epicenter of it. Always some up here. That's what you're looking at right now. Then you come to the Marvel side of things. Thanos and his army are attacking the Marvel Universe. Here we have the heroes. Thanos' army is here. And up top of these rooftops, you can see that we have a rogues gallery of Marvel villains, including Vulture and Green Goblin up there. Kind of hard to see. Down here we have more Avengers. And Avengers Tower hasn't really changed much outside of getting new armors to be put on display here. On this street we have Lois and Clark and Jimmy Olsen. Here's the exterior of this building from the Spider-Man Action Studio set, which was the second Marvel set I ever got after the Green Goblin attack. It's kind of hard to see in here, but we have, aerobics class, Daily Bugle office, a bank, and over here we have pizzeria, Peter Parker's apartment, rooftop where I have Ghostbusters characters, as well as Fantastic Beast. Didn't really care for the movie, but the minifigures I think are pretty great. So, yeah, this is the Sanctum Sanctorum set from Infinity War. Here's how it looks like on the interior. Not much has changed. And here we have Spider-Man and his teenage peers having pizza. Yep, as you can see, exterior is just Sanctum Sanctorum set from 2018. And down here we have the Ghostbusters. Busting some ghosts. Alright, and yeah, I refurbished this tall tower. It's no longer multicolored. It's gray with gray masonry bricks. And I incorporated 2 poly bags of the Batman 92 poly bag onto these corners. So the top of this building has 2 gargoyles, and look who's up top. Yeah, just more vulture. Right, now here's a street view that leads to the Sentinels and the Marvel heroes. It's really nothing all that special. Now here we have the pet shop and fancy apartments, as well as a diamond store, and look who's robbing the jewelry store. Okay, now go inside the pet shop. Yeah, this is new. It's an aquarium for a lizard. And over here I have one for a couple of goldfish. Kind of hard to see with the reflection. But yeah, here's the inside of the pet shop. We have lots of dogs, including a German Shepherd puppy, which is new, as well as dog treats. Yeah, I really don't modify these creator sets too much because I typically do like them the way they are. But here I just put more people in it, more minifigs. See, here's a girl's apartment, their rooftop, and here's some gamers. There's even a little Game Boy piece I got on eBay over there, as well as one up here, which happens to blend in with this guy's bed. This klutz is decommissioned and only has electronics as companionship. Up there, really nothing special. Here we are in the exterior. You can see some people eating outside the cafe. And here's more of the city diner. With a couple lawyers out front. I'm sure you might recognize them from Marvel. Okay, so come over here. We have the bookshop creator set, which came with this apartment. And up top I put Daredevil from Daily Bugle up here, as well as my own Elektra I made with Scarlet Witch from Marvel Studios CMF Series 1. That was just a good idea. Here's a bird's eye view of what's between the buildings. You can clearly see that we have some gremlins in the trash can over here. There's more of the street out here. Leads to the police station. And up top we have police by the bat signal. And there's the museum, which I will provide a review for it if it's requested. Yeah, if I reviewed everything here, this video would be like 5 hours long. I don't want to keep you here for that long. So here we have Marty McFly on the hoverboard. A couple of restaurants on this street, located on System Avenue, as it says on that sign. And yeah, this pizzeria I actually made myself. I just found the instructions online and made my own. That's why it has its own stickers from the sticker sets. City Pizza, Taste of the City. And over here I have some bikers, some cheerleaders. Down this street leads to the beach. But look what we have here. We have the DeLorean. My own DeLorean Mach. And look who's at the helm of the DeLorean. Dr. Emmett Brown. As you see, this street leads to the park. Got people enjoying themselves. Leads to the Surf Shack, lifeguard station, and of course Tony Stark's Malibu Mansion, which is private property. That's why I built it to discourage people from coming here who are not invited, because you know how Tony is. And over here we have more of the under the sea part, ocean floor. And up here you can see more of the pirates, as well as my own little Wendy creation and the Lost Boys, which are just the CMF series animal costume characters. Okay, now we're back to where we started in the video. Here's the jungle again. But this time, I moved the ancient ruins to the foreground and built my own little Indian palace right here. There's a lot of detail to go into. And over here we have Frozen Mountains. Here's my Temple of Mount Everest set. My best friend gave it to me a long time ago, and I've kept it in his memory. And yeah, this wall does slide out, showing that there's Jor-El from Superman. Go inside the mountains. You can see evil sorcerers, as well as some monsters like the Gorgon, the Cyclops, and Cerberus, as well as an orc goblin army. And there's the skeleton organ from the Goonies. Come around this way, you find that you're in Dragon's lair. All of his gold he's hoarding. He does not want visitors coming to his place. And there's the Rock Raiders rock monster in the background. And now here we have, Gollum and an army attacking Rivendell. So yeah, that is the main meat and potatoes of the collection. And now we'll take it off to the side. Okay, up here I bought all the Jurassic Park sets for the 30th anniversary. They're mostly here, but Dennis Nedry's Jeep is in another place. I don't get much light over here in the visitor center. I just don't know how to remake it and put it anywhere. And it's Jurassic Park. It's an isolated place. It's on an island. So you come down here. You find that we have Avengers HQ from Endgame. There's a lot of stuff back in here, but it's hard to get to, difficult to manufacture. I wouldn't say manufacture, but still. Yeah, here's where I keep all these characters. They're S.H.I.E.L.D. agents mostly. Here you can see the AIM agents and some modes transportation, as well as the ship from Wakanda Forever. And this is the Villainous Hidden Secrets set right here. I kept it as it is, but I found a place to hang up that clock that Hook uses. Not going to go into it because a lot of people have reviewed it and have done better than I have. Go down to the next level. We have the Indiana Jones set where they find the Ark of the Covenant, the secret tomb. And on this shelf, this statue can still be knocked over, revealing a secret passageway. Okay, and over here I have my Big Bang Theory set. I replaced Cinnamon with a Yorkshire Terrier to make her more show accurate. Back there's the Pirate Playground set and my Jane Goodall set. Not going to go into much detail. A lot of people have reviewed it. Like down here's Amelia Earhart. And here's the Disney minifigures for the most part I couldn't find any places for. But that's only one display case. Here's the other display case featuring Marvel and DC heroes and villains, as well as my vintage Jango and Boba Fett minifigures. So, come up here, go from Jurassic Park over. Here's my Lego Winter Village, Elf Clubhouse, and everything else is here. Well, I wouldn't say everything, but all the good recent sets, including some vintage ones like the Tree Farm back here. Lots of little Easter eggs, so I'll let you find them for yourself. Here's how it is from the foreground. I put some Star Wars stuff over here because I didn't know where to put it. Yeah, can't have Santa's sleigh without the Winter Village, or vice versa. Yeah, this place definitely puts me in the holiday spirit when Christmas comes around. Okay, over here I'm going to turn this light on for now. Over here we have my Star Wars collection. Begins back here. Goes up and over. Yep, lots of minifigs. Now up here on the next shelf is where I keep my space vehicles. Or starships, better way to put it. Like Boba Fett's recent Slave One is here. As you can see, I'm running out of space, so had to get creative. Up here's where the Imperial stuff is. You see I have some TIE fighters up here, different makes and models, like the TIE Bomber, TIE Interceptor, TIE Fighter, as well as the Inquisitor's TIE Fighter. Okay, and here's my vintage 2002 Slave One for Jango Fett from Attack of the Clones. And up here you can see that we have minifigs of Jango Fett and Boba Fett here, but they're not 2002 vintage, as you can see. Got some Mandalorian starships up here too, including Razor Crest and the N1 Starfighter. Alright, so we'll just go along the shelves. There's some more. Here's the airport for mostly the Marvel Universe. Here's the recent German fighter plane from Indiana Jones. Just glad it doesn't have any swastikas on it. Yep, still have the Avengers Quinjet since January. I've kept it intact. Now this shelf over here is the cosmic side of Marvel and DC. For the most part. I do have a Blacktron gift with purchase set here, as well as Guardians of the Galaxy starships. Down here we have Lego Batcave. Yeah, I put that T-Rex skeleton back there as a reference to the T-Rex he has in the Batcave, only it has flesh on it, despite being animatronic. Yeah, back there's a little history of Batman through the years. Let's kind of get back in there with the camera. And here's the epicenter of the Lego Batcave, where you can come and go, do your detective work, and choose your mode of transportation. Okay, next shelf over is some miscellaneous builds, like the Dursley's house is back there. I couldn't find a place for it. As well as the Satellite Center from Wonder Woman 84, which I still have not seen, have no interest in seeing. T-Rex Breakout diorama is here from Jurassic Park. Alright, and back there is Thor playing video games from Endgame. Move this out right now. Much better look. Haven't changed it. Okay, and this set is my own vignette of a gangster bar. Alright, so we're back to where we started, with Star Wars on the right. Now here's the African Savannah, and right now I'm keeping all my Disney minifigs out here because there's so much coming in. Yeah, I'm an old school Disney fan. And I think the villains are the better characters, and here they are. Along with our protagonist. Including some up here. So as you can see right over here, it's Wakanda. Black Panther's Cave, which is not officially known by that name. Back there we have some lions as well as other African animals. And up here I keep my Mario stuff. Yeah, I've never have really bought any big Mario sets for Lego outside of the NES set, but it's not here. It's in my game room. And that's definitely something I would probably never collect again, is electronic Mario stuff. Oops. Get that out of here. Like that. Okay, and up here we have another large body of water. Here's Ray the Castaway. The Venice set, which I have added to from Spider-Man Far From Home. And back here we have some more Marvel builds like the Hulkbusters and the Ironmonger. Detroit Steel's back there too. And here's Ant-Man in his giant form from Civil War. As you can see, I did add more to the Venice set, including some more platforms on the sides. There's my vintage 2004 Spider-Man 2 subway set, along with some more mechs from Marvel and DC. Okay, here in the ocean, if you call it that, I have the Viking ship. Made no changes, just add some more minifigs to it. And here we have Mount Olympus. And back here's some more Marvel and DC stuff like Doctor Strange and the Joker's Steamroller. Even behind there, there's more Doctor Strange from Spider-Man No Way Home and Multiverse of Madness. As you can see on Mount Olympus, I even have it that Wonder Woman and her golden armor is here. You can recognize these gods from Greek mythology if you know your Greek mythology. And in front, I moved the fairgrounds here, or the carnival, so people can have easier access to it and have fun. You know, here's Monster Burger, capitalizing on it. And back here's some private property for this family. Yeah, they have a playground in their backyard. So, now we're taking it to the street, quite literally. And yeah, here in the foreground is just my construction area where I make stuff. So move down the street, you see there's vehicles and people and scooters. And here is my Lego Mexican restaurant. This was all built by me. Take off the roof, you can see inside that people are coming inside to get something to eat. There's even a piñata on a shelf. Some customers just enjoying themselves. And outside you can see that there's people eating their meals and enjoying it. And look, this customer is leaving, and there's a chihuahua in the flower bed. Yeah, yo quiero Taco Bell. Move along this street, you got to see more vehicles, as well as some familiar faces. Okay, and yeah, on this street we have, you know, pizzeria, bakery, and sports shop. And here's Dennis Nedry in his Jeep from Jurassic Park. And over here we have our Lego McDonald's, complete with a fully functional drive-thru. I bought 2 of these vintage sets and put them together to make a full restaurant, because out here people are eating, and behind the restaurant you can come and get something to eat at these windows. And behind it we have another drive-thru. We have the sub shop, which I had to buy that online. I couldn't get that as a GWP or anything. Over here we have the house. Most people walking down the street, including a popcorn vendor. And back here is my Lego arcade. A full review will happen in a couple weeks, because there's still some stuff in there that's in development. I want you to see it when it's done. Back here we have some more Lego Creator 3-in-1 sets, along with some vintage Lego McDonald's Happy Meal sets. Back in here you can see there's a recycling center, dinosaur gift shop, and a Lego vendor. So to go down this street takes you back to the foreground. And back behind it we just have, city pizza delivery van and slushy van with ramps to give them full access to be there. Yeah, this area is a love letter to small town America. Every small town America that's prosperous has a fast food district. Alright, so we come over here, we come to the desert. Here's the inside of the Egyptian tomb. Here's its exterior. That's how it looks on the sides. If we go to the foreground, we get to see Arabian Nights style marketplace. Which is mainly inspired by Prince of Persia. Yeah, this little vendor here was created by myself. I just used that chic minifigure from Prince of Persia to do the job. Back in here we have the Cave of Wonders, which I will show you what it's like on the inside. Including the Girl Genie from CMF series. And the entrance to the Cave of Wonders also comes off too, allowing you to see better inside. One last look, the bird's eye view. Okay, over here we have Native Americans, sitting around a fire. A couple of adventurers, and here's the abandoned gold mine, which is the bandits' hideout. And for our final part, we have vintage sets from Lego's Wild West theme from 1997, I believe it was. Over here we have Raindance Ridge and a little fiesta going on. Some more bird's eye views. And here's how it looks inside the shops and the bank. And yeah, all these functions still work with the spring-loaded trap, as you can see. Okay, and there we have it, YouTube. This brings our tour to an end for the July 2023 Lego Room Tour. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. See you later.